So it's a beautiful early morning at St. Pierre Airfield, and I created this improvised shooting range. I think it's 5:15 and it's raining. And check out how beautiful the nighttime lighting looks in this game. So what can you do with an M72 launcher? It says 66mm one-shot disposable. So this weapon has the ammo, and the launcher is one piece of equipment. So you fire it, then you can throw it away. You cannot reload it. So the first thing you want to do is learn how to range it. Now, ranging is a bit more difficult than with the RPG-7 because of the Statomatic rangefinder that's on the front side. And that's, you see the curve on the left, on the right. I think this is calibrated for the frontal view of a specific Soviet tank. However, the problem is that tank will likely never be in Reforger because Reforger doesn't have tracked vehicles. So the next best thing you could do is range it for a BTR. However, I think that's also not the best idea because in most situations in this game, when you use that launcher, you won't be shooting at a BTR-70. You will shoot at a truck, a jeep, or perhaps infantry in cover. So I think the best way to range it is to use a human-sized target. Okay, see here that target silhouette of a human, it's about 100 meters away. You see it's about 2 notches tall. So that means if a human-sized target standing upright fits into 2 notches, it's 100 meters away. Now at 200 meters, it's about 1 notch. Okay, now I've placed this BTR-70. It's at a slightly skewed angle because I think in most situations you won't get the perfect shot from the side or from the front. Set it to 100 meters. Aim. Okay, now let's see what I hit. Increasing the brightness. Okay, I'll examine it. Now, I was aiming a bit high and I hit the turret in the top. Let's see what happened in the vehicle. So the trajectory is slightly parabolic, so it probably impacted from that angle like this. So it goes in like that. And the way this warhead is designed, and I think in real life, and the game models it pretty realistically, is that after impact, after it goes through a piece of armor, it fragments and shoots fragments in the cone to kill the crew behind the armor. So if that is the impact point up here, we have a cone going all the way up here and down. Now, what kind of damage did it possibly do right now? I actually think it did very little damage to the crew in the vehicle because my shot went in really high. I'm not sure if the main gun can get damaged in a vehicle currently in the game. I haven't seen a situation where the gun stopped shooting. So what would have hit? The ammo box of the gun, the machine gun, that's a machine cannon, that's the 14.5. But is it a machine gun or is it a machine cannon? I think it's somewhere in between. But I think it would still count as a machine gun in Russian doctrine. Okay, so now most of the fragments went out to the other side. And that's an interesting thing to consider. This is the best armored vehicle in the game currently. And an M72 launcher can shoot entirely through it. So most of the fragments here went in here, went back out. Some fragments kept going in that direction. Let's see if they penetrated again. And they penetrated again and went into the vehicle. So the damage for the crew inside, it may have hit some of the passengers in the rear compartment. Also may have hit the engine block, which is behind that compartment, but I think it re-entered over here, but then it lost so much penetration power that it didn't get to the engine. And that's an important lesson for people trying to take out a BTR-70. Because this game, it doesn't have a hit point system. The vehicles still have hit points, but it's more a component-based damage system than it is a hit point system. And you see here, the gunner in this vehicle sits up here, and the head position is about here. So you can see here that high hit into the turret completely misses the gunner and misses the driver and the commander. Because most of the turret, there's nobody's head is in the turret, because players might assume from the outside that the gunner is sitting directly behind the gun, but he's actually below the gun. Okay, you can see it here. See, the head is up here, so the head of the gunner is only peeking out a tiny amount of above the turret ring like that. Okay, so now the second use I'd like to show you is how to use it against infantry. Okay, so for the second demonstration, I have placed some infantry in that house over here. And let's say I want to take them out. Let's see what that does. Okay, the impact point is here. See, it started fragmenting as it came out of the wall. Hit the furniture. Goes through pieces of the furniture. Comes out of the furniture. This guy is knocked down, but not dead. And notice here the fragments, how much they spray out. This is the impact point. I think that's the approximate trajectory. Notice here that cone. So you probably kill or at least wound almost everybody in that room with the fragments. So this guy's down. This guy's wounded. This guy didn't get hit. This guy didn't get hit. Now let's see what happened in the next room. Fragments keep flying. Let's see how many get through. This one got through. I think a lot of them got stopped right by the heavy furniture. Yeah, those lost too much energy to get to the next wall. Well, notice here, this one got through this wall. Missed both soldiers standing there, went between them, go through the door. Coming out of the door. See if we can catch a trajectory of this one. Can't find where this one went. So this demonstration should show you that it can get through almost any outer house wall, and it will probably hurt anybody in the next room to it, and possibly penetrate the second wall, and probably get stopped in the third wall. So it's a great tool for clearing rooms. So for example, if you have somebody shooting from that window, a good place to shoot is next to the window or from the side. Basically imagine where the impact point is going to be and imagine a cone expanding from that point.